Hey YouTube, what's up? I don't work here. Today I'm going to be making a video and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a TweetDeck style watermark for your YouTube videos, tutorials, or anything that you want to have your watermark in. So basically it's going to be the same thing as the TweetDeck style icon video, but we're going to be having some different tweaks and some different changes to make it more appealing as a watermark to your videos. So you want to open up a new document in Photoshop by going to File and selecting New. You want your width to be 500 and your height to be 500. Make sure it's set on pixels and select OK. Now we're going to have a basic white canvas. Now what you want to do is you want to make a new layer. And you want to select your rounded rectangle tool and you want to make a rounded rectangle. Make sure it doesn't take up all the space of the white canvas. Now we want to center it. So you can always use your arrow keys, which is best to make sure it's on point. And we want to make a new layer and we want to select our rectangle tool. We want to make a square, not a rectangle. So a square doesn't matter what size because we're going to resize it. Alright, and then we want to rotate it so it can be the diamond shape. And I'm going pretty fast because I did this before. If you haven't seen the tutorial on it, I'll post a link as an annotation. But let's get to the tutorial. Okay, and select apply. And what you want to do is you want to select this box and this box, and basically what that does is it gets rid of the outline on the both images or boxes. So let's just bring this to the right. Okay, and now what's most appealing is if you actually have the arrow, the tip of the arrow at the bottom of the image, so it won't be like this and it won't look all tacky. So let me undo that. Undo. Okay. Right. Now we're not gonna keep the color red, but first we made both of those. Now we have to double click the background layer and make it into layer 0 and delete that so it can be transparent. And once again, we'll have to the layer on top of the background layer will have an outline. So just click that and the outline will go away. Now you want to hold shift, and while holding shift you want to click on both layers, right click and select merge layers. Now both layers are going to be merged together to create this one image. So you want to right click that image, go to blending options and select gradient overlay. Now you can choose whatever color you want, but I'm going to be choosing a grayish and a little whitish, but not too white. Okay. Now you can always reposition the angle, which I suggest doing. Alright, that's pretty cool. I don't suggest adding a stroke. That just gives it an outline and there's no point of making it without the outline if you're going to add a stroke. Now we want to make a new layer for our text, and I'm going to be using the Impact font that comes with all Windows computers. Doesn't matter what color you want, but I'm going to be using a, let's see, what color do I use the most in most of my videos? I can't really choose a color. I just think maybe a plain color. Let's try whitish. Okay, and we want to write network or anything you want. So I'm just gonna write network. Alright, and let's, matter of fact, let's make this all capital. So, okay, and it will look more appealing. Now we can always change the size while editing it in the Camtasia Studio watermark editor. So let's just make the text a little bit bigger, not too big, but just enough so people can recognize what it says. And with the text you can add a stroke, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to be using gradient overlay, and I'm going to be using a little darker white. You can't really notice it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the opacity down so it'll look pretty appealing. Now this doesn't look very pro-ish. It's just something very simple that a lot of people can use, beginners can use. Now what you can also do, I don't really know if you want to, I'm just suggesting it. If you select your shape image or a layer and you go to filter brush strokes and sprayed strokes, and what that'll do is it'll add a little effect, but you guys can't see it because I'm recording, but it'll add like a little fuzzy effect around the edges, which I've said in a previous tutorial. So that's basically it. What you can also do is you can add a little bevel and emboss to the text, so give it more depth. And in this case, I'll add a little pattern of mine, a carbon fiber pattern. Change the scale up a little bit. We don't want it too big. Okay. Just since it's a little bit faded out, I'll bring the opacity up just a little bit. Great. Alright, now since I added the bevel and emboss to the text, the background looks pretty plain, but I'm just going to keep it at that for the timing of this tutorial. But you can do various stuff, you can add various stuff. It's just the simple basic of making this type of watermark. Now you want to go to File, Save As, and make sure you save it as a PNG, which is the highest quality. So I'm going to name it Watermark. So Watermark, and I'm going to save it in my pictures. Okay, and I have to replace it. Select OK. Alright, you can close up Photoshop here, and what you want to do is you want to open up Camtasia Studio, and then you want to just put any recording in here. Let's see. I'm just going to put an image if I can do that. Let's see what we have. I think I can render out an image. Yes. Okay. So to change it, you'll have to change it while producing, or not producing but finishing your video and rendering it. So if you have a YouTube preset, go ahead and edit that, but if you don't, you'll probably have to make one. Anyways, most people do, so you want to go ahead and select your YouTube preset and select edit. And my settings are as follows. Just keep on going by until you choose your watermark. So mine was already named Watermark, so it was already placed here. But if I go ahead and go to options, and then you see the scale is very big, so you want to bring that down, but not too much. Just bring it down a tad bit, and select keep aspect ratio, because if not, it'll be wide. So, well, actually it'll look pretty cool, but just keep it like that. And you can change it from horizontal offset, which basically just moves it side to side and up and down. But let's keep it all the way to the edges, and there we go. So here, if you select preview, here's your preview. Yeah, here's your preview, and select OK, and there we go. Select finish, and everything is good to go. Now once you render it out, your video will have your new watermark. So just to note that I probably will have some comments about this theme I'm using. So it's an Apple theme, nothing special. As you see, I do have the controls or the buttons to the left, and nothing to really install. So my next tutorial will be on giving you this theme. There's one drawback, the start menu. It's pretty ugly and it doesn't make no sense whatsoever. But what's great about it is you can edit the transparency and change up what you want. But just to give you another good example, I'll go into my computer properties, and you see even here you'll have the menu buttons. So that's really it. Thank you guys for watching this watermark tutorial. Go ahead, stay subscribed if you would like to see my next tutorial about how to get this Mac theme and getting the cursor. I think you guys haven't noticed that, but I do have a Mac cursor. Nothing special, just to add to the theme, and that's it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget, comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. So peace.